I am proud of you too because you deserve more credit than you give yourself. Coming off COVID, you identify a delicious bourbon when you're given a
Beautiful.
delicious bourbon. All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the Reentry Buzz. This is season 5, episode 3. Cole is coming off a bout of COVID that he had. Just
Totes.
full disclosure. So
Mhm.
if he loses, it's because of COVID. But if he
But if
wins,
I
he's
win,
the
it's
true
because I'm like a
master
tasting titan right here.
of
That's what you
all
should
the
call me. The
taste.
tasting titan.
Cole, the tasting titan, yes.
Mhm.
But anyway, so we are episode 3 in here for now. Cole won the first one. Bryan won the second one. We're
Yep.
keeping a tie here, and we are doing a blind tasting competition here. We've got a pour in front of us. We have no idea what it is. We are gonna guess distillery and type and all things like that,
All those things.
and see who can guess most correctly. So first thing we
Mhm.
do is we nose it, we taste it, and we tell you how much we pay for it. Cole, are you ready?
I think so. We'll see. All right. One nose, one taste. One shot,
One nose,
one
one
kill.
taste. I don't even want to talk. I want this finish to keep going.
That's pretty good. I
Agreed.
would pay 90, maybe
I
100.
I'd pay 130. Yeah,
Nice. Okay,
I
cool.
think this is delicious.
That's good. That's good to hear. You know what I would hate? Before we go to break, I would hate if this was like the pinnacle of whiskey that we're drinking right now, and that my taste buds are so thrown off that I don't experience the pinnacle of whiskey. But as I say that, let's go to break. We'll take our notes, we'll take our guesses, and you'll see what we say right after this quick break.
All right, everybody, we're back. We guessed, we sipped, we everything. We've got notes for you, we've got guesses for you, and I will start with my notes here. So on the
Ooh.
nose, while I was nosing this, it was just everything light and soft, and I said floral brown sugar. Very
Mm.
sugary, sweet, grainy, and I really, really like it. I don't know why I put that in my
Ooh.
notes. Like that's a nose note that I really like it. But
Nice.
on the palate, I said low proof, delicious strawberry cream, bubble gum.
Ooh.
But there's like a brown sugary thing there that keeps it
Mm.
in bourbon territory. Even though
Nice.
I said the classic rye guesses of strawberry and bubblegum,
Mm.
I am still leaning bourbon for this due to
Nice.
the brown sugary buttery thing that I had going on. On
Nice.
the finish, I said it almost like just barely almost hits a youthy heat, but just before that, it tapers off again, maybe thanks to the proof, because I think it's like a lower proof.
Mm.
That finish is like a medium length. There's a smidge of minerality there, but just when I think that it's gonna be a little bit youthy abrasive, it
Mhm.
tapers off, and the finish holds for a medium length, and it ends up being delicious and not abrasive at all.
Okay. So we differ slightly, but not that much. I said on the nose, cherry notes up front. Even with my broken nose, is this Buffalo Trace mash bill number 1 or 2? Maybe. And for the record, for those who don't know, I just recently had COVID and I've lost some of my sense of smell and taste. So don't judge me too hard when it's not this. Palate, I said sweet for sure. And cherries? What's the proof? What's the proof? Maybe 100? Could this be E.H. Taylor? Maybe. That's what I wrote. Finish, I said, even with my messed up palate and nose, I do very much appreciate this. Cherries and like those creamy maraschino cherries that you can taste inside of a chocolate truffle thing. Really digging this. Why don't you go first on the guesses, and I
Nice.
will
Okay.
see what you
So
say.
on the guess,
Hey,
I
Emma.
on the guesses, I said type is bourbon.
Okay.
I said secondary grain is rye.
Okay.
For the distillery, I said Michter's.
Michter's, you say?
Yeah. So, and I've done this recently. I don't remember
Mhm.
how recently, but to me, Michter's usually stands out to me when it is a low proof with a high body
Yeah.
body flavor. That's what I'm
Yeah.
about to say.
That was my nickname in college. High body flavor.
Yeah. So it's got just a lot of richness in the
Nice.
flavor
It does.
of that body.
Dat
So
bowdy.
to me to me that screams Michter's.
Okay.
On on
Give me
proof
that
I
proof.
said on proof I said 101.
Ooh, we're
Yeah,
close.
yeah. On age, I said 8. I do strongly believe
Ooh.
that this tastes decently aged. Finished, I said no.
Ooh.
Bottle, I just said that this is Michter's Toasted Bourbon.
Okay.
And for score, I said 9.1A. I do really, really like this. I think that this is a delicious all around
Mhm.
whiskey. If you gave this to somebody who didn't even like whiskey, they
Mhm.
could find some
Yeah.
agreeableness out of this because the proof, I believe, is low-ish, and
Mhm.
it's very, very tasty and sweet strawberry bubblegum while maintaining a lot of sweetness.
Nice. So we are very close, Brian.
Oh, yeah?
Um, so I'll go through my guesses. I said type bourbon, secondary grain rye. I went with Buffalo Trace here.
Of
I
course.
think the cherries and the sweetness are telling me that this might very well be a Buffalo Trace joint. Proof, I was very close to yours. I said 100, not 101. And I also agreed on the age. I said 8 year.
Oh my gosh, our
Um,
proof being one off is gonna be the
it's basically
differentiator.
going to come down to distillery and proof here. Finished, I also said no. Bottle, since it's about 100 proof and it tastes like Buffalo Trace, I went with E.H. Taylor single barrel bourbon. And I gave
Ooh.
it a very similar score to yours. I gave it a 9.0. So
Dang.
you ready to reveal?
Yes, yes, I am.
Let's
Okay, you
do
ready?
this. All right, ready? Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, dang!
OESK?
Oh, yes, K. I believe this was a Cole Seaball joint.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but it's 108 proof. Come on. All right, we'll be right back. We'll count the scores and we will determine the winner. Here we go to break.
All right, we're back. So it turns out what we were actually drinking was Four Roses Single Barrel Strength OESK. Cole's got it right in front of him here. It is a 10-year, 7-month, 108 proof bourbon. So
Yep.
going through the guesses here. Cole guessed bourbon, Bryan
Yep.
guessed bourbon. We both guessed
Nailed
it
it.
correctly, 5 points. Secondary
Yeah.
grain is rye on these, so we both
Yep.
get 3 points as well.
Specifically 20% rye.
20% rye. It's funny because OESK is the lower rye percent. Is that
Is it?
correct?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
20 something. Yeah.
Yeah, and
For the
OBs
OB. Yeah, yeah.
are even higher.
OB's
Yeah, yeah.
nuts.
Set you up for that one.
Yeah.
Uh, so distillery, Cole guessed Buffalo Trace because of all that cherry. Bryan
Mhm.
guessed Michter's because he got a little minerality.
Mhm.
0 points across the board there. For proof,
Yep.
though, get this.
Ooh, it came down to this.
Cole guessed 100. Bryan guessed 101. Cole gets
Mhm.
2 points. Bryan gets 3 points.
Yep, just one more point.
On the age, we both totally agreed it was 8 years. Turns out it was 10, 7 months.
Ah. Yep.
On the finish, we both identified no finish, 2 points there.
Yep.
On the bottle guess, Cole stuck to the Buffalo Trace. E.H. Taylor, single barrel bourbon. Bryan guessed Michter's toasted bourbon. 0 points across the board. Scores were very similar. Cole and
Close.
I were both very honed in on this. Cole thought 9. I thought 9.1. We both really, really like this.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out Four Roses single barrel strength OESK is delicious.
It
And
is.
for the total on the score here, Cole gets 14, Bryan gets 15 because of the
So
proof.
close. And
One
Cole
proof
had a
point.
handicap, but still doesn't bring him across the finish line here.
Cole had a handicap.
Maybe.
Handicap of less than 1 because Bryan wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. No, well done. I'm very proud of myself and proud of you because we picked up what we needed to pick up for a bottle like this. So
I am proud of you too because you deserve more credit than you give yourself. Coming off COVID, you identify a delicious bourbon when you're given a
Beautiful.
delicious bourbon.
Yeah.
So good work to you, sir.
Hey everyone, go buy yourself a bottle that's already sold out. Virginia ABC pick from I don't even know what year, but it's good.
Can vouch for OESK's being delicious.
Yeah. OESD's nuts.
A little bit of a
And
reach there.
yeah, it was a reach. It was totally a reach. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We're grateful to be back with the reentry buzzes and grateful to have you guys joining us. Let's say, you join us again next week. But most of all, listeners, viewers, only viewers in this case, because we're only on YouTube for this, join us next time. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time on the reentry buzz.
On the guess.
Hey, Emma.